My husband, Theodore, was about to take his childhood sweetheart, Rosalie, around the world in a hot air balloon when I was kidnapped by his enemy. They were about to throw me into a snake pit. I gave up asking Theodore for help and called my father-in-law instead. In my previous life, I begged Theodore to save me, even kneeling in front of the phone camera. Hence, he abandoned the hot air balloon ride with Rosalie and rushed to negotiate with the kidnapper. Rosalie was all alone and angry. She took another hot air balloon, but it exploded midway, causing her to die on the spot without even leaving behind an intact corpse. Hearing the bad news, Theodore showed a rare calm expression. He seemed to forget about Rosalie's existence and took me on a trip around the world. As we were sailing in Norwol, he suddenly pushed me into the sea. "I should never have saved you, snake pit kidnapper. How could they have had the courage to push you into it? I should have never saved you if I knew it'd kill Rosalie. You should go to hell sooner." When I opened my eyes again, I had come back to the day I was kidnapped. This time, I chose not to call for help. Humble love would only leave you bruised and battered. The dark snake pit was eerie, and the damp air was filled with a nauseating smell. Countless pythons wriggled their thick bodies at the bottom of the pit, making a creepy hissing sound. Cold, sticky sweat broke out on my back in waves. The kidnapper walked to the opening, his fleshy face trembling slightly with anger. "Celeste Chandler, it's all because of your husband. Your husband's company cost me everything. I have a mortgage to pay, and my parents are waiting for me to save them. How could you live so comfortably?" The kidnapper growled hysterically as he held a bright dagger against my neck. I froze, not daring to move for fear of provoking the kidnapper. The kidnapper threatened, "Tell your husband I want $100 million, or I'll throw you down and feed you to the snakes." My face was pale, but my body could not help trembling. Theodore Lambert had offended many people over the years. I knew it would be dangerous, but I never thought these people would be so ruthless. In my previous life, I cried to Theodore for help, only to end up with a miserable death. Just an hour ago, I realized I was reborn. Therefore, I decisively gave up asking Theodore for help. In this life, I wanted to let Theodore be together with his childhood sweetheart. I could only call my father-in-law, Fred Lambert. I thought Fred would not leave me alone for the sake of the family's reputation. "Fred, I've been kidnapped. They want $100 million or they'll throw me into a snake pit full of pythons." My voice trembled with fear, and my hand holding the phone was cold. It was as if my body had already turned into a corpse. I could only hope that Fred would send someone to rescue me soon. The voice on the other end of the line paused before speaking impatiently. "Celeste, this joke is too much. If Theodore hadn't called to tell me that you'd pretend to be kidnapped today, I would have believed you." My heart sank instantly. Fred's words seemed like a call from hell. I pondered. Did Theodore predict my decision? Was he also reborn? I shuddered at the thought, and cold sweat ran down my forehead. He knew I was going to be kidnapped, so he deliberately chose not to rescue me and even informed his father in advance, making my crying out for help a joke. The kidnapper was already upset that I had not called Theodore. He pushed me further into the snake pit. My heart instantly leaped into my throat as I struggled desperately, begging the kidnapper to give me another chance. I had been reborn. Did I still have to die? The kidnapper spat out the words in anger. "You took the hard way when I gave you the easy way out. Do you think I won't kill you?" He pushed me forward again so violently that I stumbled and almost fell into the dark snake pit. The hissing sound at the bottom of the pit grew louder. It was like countless venomous snakes were laughing at my stupidity and ridiculous love for Theodore in my previous life. I bit my lip, and a metallic smell spread in my mouth. Clenching my fingers tightly, I could even feel the blood on my palms from my nails digging into them. Theodore must have been reborn too.